Monday the 21st of December 1992. Went to work as usual for days today at Holyhead Control Centre, and within minutes was given a message from personnel Harwich that a certain lighthouse keeper had gone sick, and would I please go and take his place. I had volunteered to go at least 2 weeks ago because it was the last Christmas with keepers at the Needles Lighthouse, and I really wanted to film it. They refused me permission on grounds that they could not justify the expense of sending me. So 2 weeks later, the keep goes sick. They couldn't get cover, so suddenly it was no longer too expensive to send me. Ha. Still mustn't grumble, as I wanted to go. So the rest of Monday was spent getting food, packing me bags, and then we took a drive down to Hereford. Spent overnight at the in-laws, and then Tuesday morning, 22nd of December 1992, my wife Isla took me to the station where the train was 35 minutes late. Ice, would you believe? First change of train was at Newport. Got a lovely seat. The train was fairly empty. That train promptly broke down at Trowbridge, where we were turfed off train to wait for the next on a bitterly cold platform. Train arrived 40 minutes later, packed, then stood for the next part of the journey in the corridor all the way to Southampton. Changed trains to Brockenhurst, another 30 minutes wait to get that one after lugging my 3 packed holdalls over the bridge to the other platform. Then it was Brockenhurst for the Lymington ferry, only the train stopped at Lymington as the line to the ferry was being worked on. Bus laid on to go to ferry. Only it runs every hour, and surprise, surprise, it had just left. Waited till next one, then managed to catch the ferry to the Isle of Wight. Then it was taxi to my digs, B&B or bed and breakfast. Then visited some more little supermarkets to pick up more food. And then it was quick fish and chip supper, and then a cold night waiting for the relief in the morning. The relief was done on Wednesday the 23rd of December. We arrived at the lighthouse in fog. So now fast forward to Friday the 25th of December, Christmas Day 1992, and I shall now read what I put in my journal. I was tossing and turning most of the night, so only had about 3 full hours sleep. I expect it will take me a few days to settle in. Ralph was soon in bed, Ralph being one of the other keepers. Weather close to sounding all through the hours of darkness, but was not enough to put the noise on, i.e. the foghorn. Did my first morning watch routine out here. Swept tower from service room to entrance door. Cleaned kitchen thoroughly. Pumped up water and fuel. Plus got coal for the fire. Emptied the ash. Cleaned the toilet. Ah, what a lovely Christmas day. Not long after 9 a.m, Gerry was up and about. Gerry was the principal keeper here. Followed later by Ralph. We had decided to muck together for the Christmas meal today. So yesterday I had gotten my frozen chicken out to defrost just for today. Ralph and Gerry supplied the rest and cooked it all, partly on the gas cooker and partly in the Aga. Yesterday, when we put up the Christmas decorations, it was noticed that the colourful cardboard Santa Claus that is stuck on the wall only had one leg. So today I got some cardboard, scissors, felt nib pens, etc., and set to, using his good leg as a template, to make him a new leg. Shades of Blue Peter there. Must admit, when I finished, he looked really good. So he now resides on the cupboard wall between the Aga and the gas cooker. The meal was quite nice with chicken, onion gravy, carrots, beans and roast potatoes, all followed by homemade Christmas pudding with custard. The pudding was in the goodies that Santa delivered a while back from the Lymington Yacht and the Royal Lymington Yacht Clubs, made by Mrs. English or England, who also made the delicious mince pies. I phoned my wife Halil twice today to get some Christmas feedback, and the kids really enjoyed their presents. I opened mine here as well, got sweets and some videotapes. I shared out the sweets. Well, the others can dip in when they like. Ralph didn't bring any presents out with him. He had had his Christmas on Monday. Gerry just had one present with him, a bar of soap from his friend, which had the Needles Lighthouse picture on it. I didn't go to bed during the afternoon, but stayed up. After meal we watched TV film Indiana Jones and Last Crusade, which wasn't too bad, before which we had the Queen's speech. I did the filming of the events of the day and photography. We played it back later through the TV and looks okay so far. Well, at least I now have gotten my video record of life on a tower rock at Christmas. Today went quite nicely. It makes a difference, I think, if you have to be away from loved ones at Christmas, to be on a station with two other nice guys. All it would need out here to upset everybody at this time of the year would be one killjoy. Considering all three of us haven't been on this station together before, I think we all meshed together quite well. Granted, I know Ralph from old, and I've talked to Gerry over the phone a few times. We still haven't all been together. We all seem to have a similar sense of humour, which helps. Only time will tell if we all still like each other after the 2 weeks. Ha ha. We all miss our respective loved ones on this day, and we would all really rather be home. But if we have to be here, we will make damn sure we enjoy ourselves. Had quite a nice chat around the Christmas mealtime today. Discovered that Gerry proposed to his wife on Flatholm Island when Gerry was stationed there, and at the moment of asking and getting the acceptance he desired, then the skies lit up with a firework display over in the Cardiff direction. It turned out it was Prince Charles visiting something or other, but it came right on cue and made his proposal quite special. I told them about proposing to my wife Halil at dawn on the lip of the Grand Canyon. Maybe more spectacular a place, but no less special than Flatholm to Gerry. Rest of evening we watched Shirley Valentine on TV, which we all thoroughly enjoyed. Taped Dangerous Liaisons on the other side to watch at another time. I went to bed at midnight, knackered. Ha ha. And that's the end of my journal account for that day. I wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and hope we all now get the new year we deserve after what was a few years of horrible lockdowns and everything else that went on in the world. So once again, Merry Christmas, have a Happy New Year, and above all, stay safe.